Liverpool footballer Mohamed Salah objected to a tribute to the man known as the Palestinian Pele because the European Football Association failed to say how he was killed. The famous footballer posted, "Can you tell us how he died? Where? Why?" Questions about Palestinian death must not be uttered. They must be buried under the rubble or evaporated by 2,000-pound bombs or merely softened. Sky News has said, a stray bullet found its way into a van and killed a 3 or 4-year-old young lady. No one actually shoots Palestinian children. Even CNN's Casey Hunt referred to 5-year-old Hind Rajib as a woman who was killed. The how, where, and why of Palestinian deaths is hard to talk about. In fact, most of us find it too much to bear, especially when we realize that it is our tax dollars that are paying for the bombs. But this evening we will bear it together. Together we will meet Palestinians. Together we will learn their names. Together we will listen to their last words. And together we will remember them. Before Dr. Mahmoud Abu Najila was killed in a strike in Al-Aura Hospital, he wrote a message on a whiteboard. Whoever stays until the end will tell the story. We did what we could. Remember us. Dr. Anan Al-Bursh performed 41 surgeries in one day. His last words on Instagram were, "We will die standing. We will not kneel. Nothing remains in the valley but the stones. We are the stones." When the Israeli soldiers threatened to blow up the hospital with the women and children inside if he and the other male doctors didn't come out, he called home and his 5-year-old daughter, Aileen, came to the phone. "Ah, Aileen, where are you? I've missed you. Dad, come stay with us." "Yes, I will come to you tomorrow." He was then arrested and tortured to death in an Israeli prison camp. I'm Dr. Marwan Sultan, director of the Indonesia hospital. The Israelis have attacked the second and third floor. We have 40 patients in very serious conditions. The electricity is off and the medical staff cannot keep the generator on because of the attack. We are calling on you, our brothers and sisters from all the humanitarian societies. Please help our medical staff and the injured people. An Israeli F-16 missile killed him and his family. 2 21-year-old paramedics, Mohammed Al-Hila and Rifat Radwan, are ambushed by Israeli soldiers while rushing to aid injured medics. Rifat records a message to his mother, while other medics can be heard praying as they are shot.
يما سامحيني يما. هذه هي الطريقة اللي اخترتها يما. إني أساعد الناس. سامحيني يما.
A week later, rescue teams uncovered a mass grave containing the bodies of 15 first responders buried with their crushed ambulance. An American journalist asked why Hamam Alo refused to heed Israel's demands to evacuate the hospital. He said, "If I go, who will treat my patients? We are being exterminated, and you pretend to care about human rights. To prove us wrong, please do something." When he checked in on his elderly parents, an Israeli missile struck the home, killing him and his father. Dr. Soma Barut, a prominent obstetrician, I am exhausted. All I want from life is for this war to end, for cozy new pajamas, my favorite book, and a comfortable bed. My heart aches. Everything is gone. 3 decades of life, of memories, of achievement, all turned into rubble. 7 souls lived here. We ate, drank, laughed, quarreled, and despite all the challenges of living in Gaza, we managed to carve out a happy life for our family. Israeli forces targeted and killed her. While photojournalist Miriam Abu Daka was reporting at Nasser Hospital, she was killed by an Israeli missile. Her last words to her little boy, Gaith, my heart, my soul, my eternity. If I leave this world, promise me your tears will not drown my memory. Pray for me instead, so I may remain smiling in the gardens of heaven. And when life blesses you with a daughter, call her Miriam, so that I may live again in her laughter and in her light. 70-year-old Nabila's son, Muhammad, had Down syndrome. She had to feed and change him. When the IDF raided their home with a combat dog, Nabila told them, "He's disabled. Have mercy on him. Keep the dog away from him." The dog attacked him. Muhammad muttered, "No, no, no." The dog bit his arm. He patted the dog's head as he bled, saying, "Enough, shh, my dear, enough." The soldiers took Muhammad into another room and forced his mother and family out of the home at gunpoint. When the family was allowed back into the home, Muhammad had bled to death alone. Bashar Hamada's family were fleeing from a strike zone. In the car were his wife, his 3 children, and his 5-year-old niece, Hind. When Israeli tanks fired on them, he and his wife and 2 children, Ragad and Muhammad, were killed. His 14-year-old daughter, Lion, sitting between her dead siblings, called the Palestinian Red Crescent Society.
انتم متخبيين؟
في السيارة احنا زميلة الدبابة.
انتم جوا السيارة؟ الو؟ الو؟
The conversation ended with her screams and gunfire. The dispatcher rang back. This time, 5-year-old Hein answers, the only survivor left in the car.
ميتين؟ وهم هلا معك بالسيارة؟
نحكي معي.
أنا معك يا عمري. أنا معك. أنا معك ليجي حدا ياخذك، ما بدي أسيبك لحالك.
لأنه يجي حدا بتسكر طيب.
حبيبتي والله لو بإيدي لأذيكي.
It took 3 hours for Israeli authorities to give permission for an ambulance to rescue the child. When paramedics Yusuf Zaino and Ahmed Al-Madhoun finally arrived, Yusuf spotted the car and said, "Oh, there she is." Then heavy gunfire ended communication. A US-made bomb destroyed the ambulance sent to save the 5-year-old. The little girl watched her would-be rescuers burn from the car window. When the worried dispatcher asked why she wasn't speaking, "I'm not speaking because my mouth is bleeding. I don't want to get my shirt dirty, so I don't trouble my mom." The dispatcher reassured her, "It's okay. Wipe your mouth, and I'll wash it, sweetheart." But then her voice disappeared. The bombing came without warning. In the middle of the night, an Israeli bomb struck our home. I found myself trapped under the debris with bruises. My daughter was injured. My grandchildren, Reem and Tariq, were killed. Reem, the soul of my soul. I kissed her, but she wouldn't wake up. A year later, Khalid was killed by the IDF while rushing to help neighbors after a tank shelling. Journalist Moaz Abu Taha's last words from the hospital: Miriam needs a second surgery, but it can't be done in Gaza due to Israel's destruction of its health system. Then the missiles hit the hospital. Journalist Anas al-Sharif was killed in his media tent by an Israeli missile. This is my will and my final message. If these words reach you, know that Israel has succeeded in killing me and silencing my voice. I entrust you with Palestine, the jewel in the crown of the Muslim world. I entrust you with its wronged and innocent children who never had the time to dream or live in safety and peace. Do not forget Gaza. Journalist Mohammed Salama posted from Nasser Hospital, journalism is not a profession, it is pain. We write amidst deaths, documenting the suffering so it's not forgotten. In every word, there is a soul fading and a truth we refuse to let die. Then the Israeli missile struck. Ahmed Abu Aziz asked, "What will you write about me when I die?" Tomorrow will be better, was how Hussam al-Masri ended his conversations. Can you help me evacuate my wife? The disease has exhausted her, and I can't bear to see her suffer anymore. After Israel bombed the hospital and killed his colleagues, he told his worried brother, "I'll just finish filming, then I'll go."
استهداف المكان مرة أخرى.
حسام أي حسام يا جماعة.
The Israelis threatened to kill poet Rafat al-Arir, so he went into hiding. His last interview, he said, "If there's no water, there's no way out of Gaza. What should we do? Commit mass suicide? Is that what Israel wants? I'm an academic. The toughest thing I have at home is an expo marker. But if Israel invade, going from door to door to massacre us, I'm going to use that marker, throw it at the soldiers, even if that's the last thing that I would be able to do." The Israelis did not go door to door. They sent a missile that killed the poet, his sister, and her 4 children. My name is Nur al-Din Ajaj. I am a Palestinian writer. I am 27 years old, and I have many dreams. I am not a number, and I do not consent to my death being passing news. Say that I love life, happiness, freedom, children's laughter, the sea, coffee, writing, Farouz, everything that is joyful, though these things will all disappear in the space of a moment. One of my dreams is for my books and my writings to travel the world, for my pen to have wings so that no unstamped passport or visa rejection can hold it back. Another dream is to have a small family, to have a little son who looks like me, and to tell him a bedtime story as I rock him in my arms. Noor was killed at home by an Israeli airstrike. How? Why? Where? The Palestinian poet Mahmoud Darwish says, "If the olive trees knew the hands that planted them, their oil would become tears."